Brighton's finest.
This is Juice.
Verdine White, I'm speaking to from Earth, Wind and Fire, a legendary band, and still going strong, coming to play at the Love Supreme Festival in a few weeks' time. So it's morning over there. Which part of the States am I calling?
I'm in New York today.
Okay, is that where you're born and bred, or did you move there? Or?
No. I'm born in Chicago, but I live in Los Angeles, and we're here doing a couple of shows in New Jersey.
Okay, cool.
One last night and one tonight. Yeah.
And how was the one last night?
Incredible.
You're still getting a thrill from performing, I take it.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know, the shows are sold out. The audiences are great and enthusiastic. It's a lot of fun there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just a bit of background. You weren't. The band was founded by your brother in 1970. I think
69.
In 1969, and you were there or thereabouts at the very beginning.
Yes, I was 18 years old, 17, 18. Yeah.
You were part of the original band at the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, amazing. So Maurice was a session drummer. I didn't know this. He was a drummer for Chess Records.
He was a session drummer for Chess Records. Played on Jackie Wilson's records, Billy Stewart's records. He had a tremendous amount of studio experience before he started, and he played with Ramsey Lewis. For 5 years.
Okay. And but you were the younger of the brothers. You were only 18 when you joined the band, when you were part of the band.
When I joined the band, yeah.
And then obviously in the 70s you started getting some major hits, right through into the 80s.
In the middle 70s, we had 3 albums previously before. We'd done a soundtrack called Sweet Sweetback.
Yeah.
And then we did 2 albums from Warner's, and then when Clive Davis signed us to Columbia Records, that's really when we took off. Yes. That was a great moment for Clive to sign us. He was wonderful to us, and he's still a great friend today.
Okay, so obviously the big ones were Boogie Wonderland and September.
No. We started with Shining Star. That started the whole hit record thing, and that's really when we started getting into. I call it the Big Bang Theory. That's when we actually really broke through,
Sure. I think in the States you were probably known a little bit earlier. You had a bit more success before in the UK, because I'm coming from the angle of the UK.
Right. And it took us a while to break in Europe, you know what I mean? But it started when we went over with Santana in 1974. Right. So that was great. And Carlos brought us over, which was fantastic.
And and 76 you had the first hit in the UK, Saturday Night, and that was followed by Fantasy, Jupiter, and Gotta Get You Back Into My Life, the McCartney song, and then September, of course.
That came from the movie, the Sgt. Pepper movie.
Okay, brilliant stuff. And September was recently released, wasn't it? A couple of years, or last year, in fact.
Well, we did it on the Troll soundtrack.
Yeah.
And with Justin Timberlake and Timbaland, which was and we actually had 3 songs in the number 1, number 2 movie in the same weekend: Doctor Strange and the animation Trolls. And because of Trolls, we have a lot of young people come to our concerts. We had a 10-year-old come last night.
Yeah, amazing.
And he came on stage with me too. He came on stage last night too.
Well, it's not surprising, really, is it? Your music is universal and it's accessible for all ages. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the song September is one of the key songs for you guys, isn't it? Because it's just become kind of like an iconic classic.
Well, yeah, the audience picked it. Well, they picked it. We had hits before and after, but the audience picked that song.
Yeah. And is it still part of your? Obviously, it must be still part of your set. I take it.
Yeah, you got to play it. They're not getting their money for it.
What happens if you don't play
it? That's right. Yeah.
Brighton's finest.
Jeff Hemmings.
This
is Brighton's finest.
So you're coming to the UK. You're going to be doing some other dates while you're here, apart from the Supreme Festival. Do you get to do?
And we're looking forward to it.
Do you get to do many festivals?
Well, we've been doing a lot. We did Bottle Rock last Friday. We did Bonnaroo. We've done Glastonbury. We've done a lot of them. A lot of the kids have really demanded to see us. And last year we did the classics with Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles at Dodger Stadium in City Field. So we've been rocking, man. We've been rocking.
Because they're often slightly different gigs, aren't they? Festival gigs. They've got a different feel, different environment about them.
Yeah, different environment. Yeah, they're more rowdy, more easier, which is fun. Lot of fun.
So how do you prepare for a gig? Is there any? Do you have any routine for every time you get on stage? Before you get on stage?
Well, we get in a circle before we go up and focus in, and then we go out there and kill it, man.
Yeah,
we go right straight to it.
And what about music? I know you made an album a few years ago, 4 years ago, Holiday. So you're still basically making new albums all the time. 21st album, that one, Holiday.
But what we're gonna do, we're gonna concentrate on these festivals, and then we'll think about new music. But we've done 45 albums.
45.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a hell of a lot.
It's a lot of body of work.
It is. And do you get involved in the writing process?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it still a very collaborative thing with Earth, Wind and Fire?
Yeah, some are collaborative, some individuals, But the nice thing about it is it's still a lot of fun to still do music and perform and write and all that stuff. So it's good. It's good stuff, man.
So what is the secret then? What is the secret of the band's success and longevity? How have you managed to stay together, be a band for so long?
I don't know if there is a secret. I don't know if there is one.
But I think one of them might be the fact that your music is quite broad based, isn't it? You incorporate so many different styles of music within your sound. Funk, soul, jazz, African, rock, pop.
Right.
And I think because you've done that, you've created something new and interesting and vibrant. And I think that's in my mind that's one of the keys.
That's right. Absolutely.
Can you talk about the genesis of the band, like the real roots, the musical roots of the band originally?
Well, the musical roots really out of Chicago, the city of Chicago, and then we went to L.A. to take that music with us.
Yeah.
And the roots, of certain aspects of jazz, certain aspects of R&B, certain aspects of pop, the roots, yeah.
What were you listening to as a kid? You yourself?
Everybody, Miles Davis, Coltrane, the Beatles,
Yeah.
All those guys, WVON, the radio station out of Chicago.
Just finally, I know that you've been asked this a million times, but just for the sake of our listeners here who may not know the band as well, the band's name is based on some of the elements, the earth, fire. Maurice's astrological sign, Sagittarius, was related to fire, wasn't it? Yeah. Is there anything else about that? Any kind of deeper kind of meaning or any element to why?
No, it's that light. It's that light. People made it more heavy than what it was, but obviously it worked.
Brighton's finest.
Bringing the artists closer to you.